Films. Recently, fellow YouTuber Jambo Shango challenged me to name my top 5 vampire movies. A really difficult proposition. 5 just wasn't enough. I'll put a link, a clicky thing, somewhere at the end of this video to my top 5 vampire movies if you're at all interested in that. But after I put the video up, another channel that I love, Deadly Dame's Horror Extravaganza, said, why don't you do a top 5 werewolf movie video as well? So here I am, which you already know because you clicked the link and I gave it that title. I'm going to provide links to Jambo Shango and Randy Mole's excellent channel and Deadly Dame's Horror Extravaganza, excellent channel, down in the comments section. Go and give them some love. And now here, top 5 werewolf movies. We can get 40% of this out of the way straight away. An American Werewolf in London and The Howling. Surely no top anything werewolf movie list will be complete without these two movies. Always either one or the other at the top of most people's best werewolf movie ever list. There are amazingly strong arguments to be made for either of these films to be the greatest ever werewolf film made. I know that the horror appraisal are great fans of The Howling and call it the greatest werewolf movie ever made. There's arguments on both. Hang on, I'm just getting an update. Scientists have done some conclusive studies, and American Werewolf in London is the greatest werewolf movie ever made. So that's conclusive proof that debate is over. So we've got 3 more spots. Gingersnaps has to place, in my opinion. Even though this is now quite an old film, it is still, of the more recent generation, the most interesting, the most original spin put on the werewolf as a horror consideration. The werewolf usually represents the duality of man, the beast within, and not really much else is done with it. Gingersnaps gives it a fresh new take, a blast of fresh air with 2 lead female protagonists, different relationship dynamics than we're used to seeing in what can sometimes be a lot of, frankly, bro-heavy werewolf movies. And not only that, it's slick, it's smartly scripted, it's brilliantly acted. It's an excellent werewolf movie. The 4th spot, I don't own a physical copy of, but I feel honor bound to include Hammer's Curse of the Werewolf, starring a young Oliver Reed. Firstly, the werewolf design is absolutely superb. I've got a real soft spot for bipedal werewolves, humanoid werewolves, and that one just... the look of the werewolf in that movie ticks all of my werewolf buttons, lights up the dashboard, and Oliver Reed is, in the entire history of cinema, the perfect casting for someone afflicted with the lycanthropy curse. Oliver Reed has an innate ability in his performances, as in real life, to offer a really gentle, soulful, tinged with tragedy kind of character who can spin on a coin and become full of fury, rage, righteous anger, animalistic passion. And here Oliver Reed gives one of his classic, magnetic performances. You can't take your eyes off him. Which leaves 1 more spot left, which has to go to Howling 3: The Marsupials. I'm just kidding. Neil Jordan's A Company of Wolves, written by Angela Carter, based on her collection of short stories, the name of which eludes me. Something literary, something fabulous, also a kind of a portmanteau movie, little short vignette stories offering up different types of werewolf archetypes all the way through it. A fairy tale for adults about a young woman coming into sexual maturity. So we're kind of in Gingersnap's territory again here, but with a lush fairy tale sort of veneer and a real keen eye for horror and surrealism. It just gives you the creeps. It's a magical, magical film. So those are my top 5 werewolf movies. I'll do a clicky thing if I'm able to, my top 5 vampire movies. If you're at all interested in the further opinions of Grumpy Andrew on the subject of werewolves, find my playlists, click on that. There's tons of good stuff in there, if I do say so myself. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. But one of the playlists is called Werewolves with an exclamation mark. That's why I said it. And you'll find lots of other werewolfy goodness there, or me basically talking about werewolfy goodness. There you have it.